Have you ever wondered if you handle the situation properly? I know I have. Well, you're welcome to SIP. Here, we say it properly. And we're looking forward to having you on each episode as we learn together how to say it properly. I am MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA. See you then. Hello, you're welcome to Say It Properly. My name is MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA, and it's really good to be back here with you today. How are you doing? The editions we've had, have you gained something from them? And have you subscribed to Byronbee TV? I hope you have. Well, today we're going to be talking about concerns about physical appearances or physical appearance, when it comes to our young people, our children, our teenagers. So first and foremost, we have to realize that physical appearance looks are important to everybody. So how you look matters to you. That's reality. And I know that at the same time, how other people look would means something to you, especially when the person is related to you one way or the other. But for our teenagers and children, you will not believe how much attention they pay to how they look and people's perception of their looks, which is why we want to talk about this and how to address it properly when it comes to a situation where they're getting obsessed about it. So why are we concerned about it? So that it doesn't become an obsession. And that's the reality of situations these days. Why the physical appearance has become so prevalent in the environment is because of social media. You turn on your television, you're online, you're looking at things, and guess what? All you keep seeing are perfect faces, perfect figures, and that's what they're taunting in our faces, and that's all the young people are seeing all the time. And that makes them begin to question the way they look. They begin to wonder what is wrong with them. Even though there's nothing wrong with them, they say, so it's about the right height, the right weight, the right complexion, the right hair. Or is my hair like this? Is my nose like that? What is it exactly? We're trying to talk about this today because it's so important. So it's so important that we get it right when you find a child that is obsessed with that. Let me share a few scenarios with you. Number one, Mom, they make fun of my braces all the time in school. I just want them out. You called me iron mouth today, and now everybody calls me that. Another scenario, I'm 17, and soon I'll be in university, and yet my boobs are smaller than my 14-year-old sisters. It's just not right. Mom, I'm sure that's why no one has asked me to the go dance. I'm tired. I want to change my body. And you hear this so well. It's not just the girls. Boys go through the same situation. And here, we have Shakes talking to a friend of his, but the father overheard. Thank God he did. Shakes says to his friend, he says what? He said, I can't admit this to other people, but I really hate how short I am. Man, it's intimidating hanging out with you guys. Everyone is so tall. And then worse still, when I'm with the girls, they all seem so much taller than me. It's not fun. I made some research and I found out that there's a growth drug online, and I think I'm going to try it. That's what our children are dealing with. That's what the teenagers are dealing with. That's what the young adults, that's what the whole world is dealing with. But we're focusing on the children and teenagers because if we get it addressed at that age, then it's not a big problem for them in life. They don't get obsessed with their bodies. These are just excess of conversations, that tells us the kind of things that people are dealing with when it comes to body image and physical appearance and concern. So how do you say it properly? Because you can say it wrongly and the person even feels worse. First and foremost, empathize. So someone talks to you, might even be a friend. Yes, we're focusing on children and teenagers, but it might be your friend. And the person says to you, oh, I don't like my body, I don't like this. First and foremost, don't shut them up, empathize. Empathizing does not mean you agree with the person's analysis. It does not mean you agree with the person's point of view. Not at all. But what it does is that it lets that person know you are identifying with what they're saying. So you empathize. Can we try this? Or something like this. You can say, I understand how not being tall can be a problem for you. I understand that. But I want you to know that there are qualities that your friends already have seen in you and they desire to have as well. The fact that you're not tall does not mean that you're not going to succeed in life. I assure you that whatever height you end up at, you're going to be A-okay. When a young man or a young lady hears that, you've done 3 things. Number 1, you've empathized, identified with them. Number 2, you let them know that they have other qualities as well that other people might desire to have. And then number 3, because you're not God and you don't know how tall they'll be, how big they'll be, what color, how long their hair will be, or maybe their hair will change color, the assurance is that however it ends up, they'll be fine. And that's the reality of it. 2, acknowledging your child's discomfort or unhappiness can be reassuring. Just the child knowing that you're there. It's a reassurance that, okay, everything is going to be fine, even though I'm going through this. So we're going to talk about the young man with the braces. I'm sure many of you dealt with that, so many of us dealt with that at some point. But not everybody got to wear braces, but we made fun of them that wear braces. Or maybe you're one of those that wear braces that you teased. So you can say something like, you know what, Dan, I know wearing braces can be really annoying right now. But just think about how more beautiful this your dashing smile will be by the time the braces are now off. And then you'll be able to eat without getting things in between your teeth. How cool would that be? That's a reassurance right there. And that's the kind of thing that a teenager, a child, anybody needs to hear. We all love to be reassured in life. And that's something that, you say properly. Once you say it properly, it works. Once you say it properly, it works. Number 3, and this is very, very important, don't miss the opportunity, when issues like this arise, to bond with your teenager, with your child, or even a friend. Don't miss the opportunity. Use that opportunity to bond with them. So, for instance, a child is talking about weight, and you can see that this child actually looks good. She lost the weight that she wanted to lose and she's fine. And you're wondering, instead of saying, what the heck is wrong with you? What the heck is wrong with you? Why are you behaving like this? That's saying it wrong. You say it properly. Let's try this. Sharon, you've lost weight already, like you wanted to. And yet I see and I hear how unhappy you are. That bothers me. Please tell me why you're still so unhappy, even though you have achieved your goal. What have you done right there? You have identified with that child. Because many times, an obsession with physical appearance, it's merely the tip of the iceberg. There's something deeper inside. So you saying that will encourage that child or that friend or teenager to speak to you more than they just doing on the surface. This young girl has lost the weight she wanted to lose, and yet she's unhappy. For all we know, she might be moving towards anorexia or bulimia, which in itself is a disorder, that you don't even want to get into. A teenager or young adult who is dealing with physical appearance issues does not need to hear certain things. Yes, that's what I'm talking about here. So saying to a child or someone who's struggling with weight, you're eating again, don't come and tell me you want to lose weight later, that's not a good thing to say. Or, like I heard one day and I almost jumped out of my seat, you're eating, have you forgotten that you're built like your father's family and all his sisters are fat? How on earth could you say that to a teenager, to anyone at all? That child already got that registered in the head, and that was a negative thing. That was wrong saying. That was wrong saying. Or the one that kills me the most, my country. Let's say, Fatty Bombo. Why would you say that to someone? Many people have gotten locked in their shells just because of what you have said or what things that they had heard. Well, I'll say it properly. We do not do things like that. We do it in a different way. So why try this? For instance, someone is struggling with a weight issue. look at the person and you'll be there for the person. The most important thing is to establish your presence and your support. So you can say something like, I know that you're trying to lose some weight, but I want you to know that the most important thing is to remain healthy, is to be healthy and remain healthy. I find it hard to say no to goodies as well, and I can see that you too have the same issue. But we can do this together. We can work on a fitness and exercise program. We can do a nutrition program together, and then we'll get healthy together. That's the most important thing, to be healthy. What have you done there? You've done 3 things. You've connected with that teenager. You've let that person know that you're there for them. At the same time, you've identified with the problem. Yes, not being able to say no to sugar, sugary things, sweet things. And at the end of the day, you're responding. You said it properly, not in a way that would be damaging. So, we're hoping that here today, on this edition of Say It Properly, you have learned a few things about concerns when it comes to physical appearance and how not to say it when you say it properly. We hope that you stay healthy and you stay well, and that all goes well with you too. See you next time. Thank you.
Have you ever wondered if you handle the situation properly? I know I have. Well, you're welcome to SIP. Here, we say it properly. And we're looking forward to having you on each episode as we learn together how to say it properly. I am MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA. See you then.